All right. Welcome to Being Heard with Tom Graham. And today I have with me Mary, the Queen McMenamy. Welcome, Mary.
Thanks, Tom. Good to be here.
I'd like to have you, if you don't mind, talk a little bit about yourself and tell the audience a little bit about you and give a little background, and then we'll get into the questions of my seven
What,
P's.
what might the audience be curious to know about me from birth till now, or what I've done today?
What is it that gives you the perspective that you have?
Okay, I got it. I think that what gives me perspective is looking back. I'm 59 years old, and I didn't always see it this way, but when I got a little older, I saw it, and that is everything in my life that's happened to me up until this point has prepared me for this moment.
Mm.
And it wasn't until you know, even running 15 marathons, all that stamina and all that badass uphill training that I did, and going, running at Boston, and all those skills that I learned in that amount of time while I was running. I found a place of prayer. I found gratitude. I found lots of other things. And it makes me really believe that everything up until now, like I said, prepared me for the moment. There's no way that I would have been able to live through the tragedy that I had in 2013, which I refer to as the dark year. And if I didn't have every crumb of candy in my pocket to, buck up for that buttercup, I could have just drank myself to death, which was an option.
Yeah.
You want more than that?
That's pretty profound.
Is it?
I think so. I mean, a dark year. I mean, the whole. I guess I know more of your story. And thank you. I
I
mean,
can tell you about the dark year.
do you think it would help the people?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I forget who my audience is. It's just you that I see. Hold on, here it is. So I turned 50, looking forward to it, big time, and had a big party. And my next athletic event was going to be a duathlon. And a duathlon is where you bike 12 miles and then you run 12 miles, you bike 8 miles, and then you run again. And at the time, I was working at the Hennepin County Adult Corrections Facility, otherwise known as the jail. And I was drug and alcohol counselor, and the men were my clients. The inmates were my clients. So I hooked up with another drug and alcohol counselor and one of the COs and one of the POs who worked at the jail, and I challenged them all to do this duathlon. And I'd never done one before, but I knew I could do it because I'm a badass who runs marathons. So what I remember is it was April. I don't remember the date, but the last thing I remember is putting my bicycle in the back of my Volkswagen Bug, putting the seat down, and making sure my car was packed with everything that I would need because I had to leave real early in the morning. And that's the last thing that I remember. And what transpired was I flipped the car, and I was put into a coma. I broke my neck. I've got a spinal cord injury. And when I woke up, it was, a month later. So I got really, all the dates were mixed up, and, it's not what I thought was going to happen at 50, because 50 was going really well for about 5 weeks.
Yep.
So then I had to reinvent myself.
Wow. Well, that's beautiful. Thank you. So as I mentioned, the 7 P's: passion, perseverance, perspective, priorities, purpose, patience, and prayer. And we'll start with passion. So how do you take actions to increase your passion?
Well, you got to understand that even though I'm not running anymore, because I'm in a wheelchair, I still have a passion for athleticism. I still have a passion for activity. I still have a passion for getting out and about. So I do drive an adaptive vehicle. I am in a wheelchair that goes as fast as it can go. I do downhill ski, and I am on a rowing team, and I do make art. I make mosaics, and I have a house, and I had dogs, and I make art, and I have a garden. And so I have a passion for activity, I think is what I would say, a passion to feel um, like there's something that I matter for. Um, the other passion would be for chocolate, but I don't think that's what you're talking about.
Well, kind of. I mean, how do you increase your passion? Like,
Well, okay, so like I said, and I'll probably say this more than once, I can do everything that I wanted to do before I had this accident. I've just had to figure out how to do it differently. And so I've even done some new things like scuba diving. And I just look for whatever used to bring me an adrenaline rush and a feeling of satisfaction. How can I make that into what I'm doing in a wheelchair?
awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, my battery's running low on my laptop,
Sure.
and I'm trying to see if I can get it plugged in and charging.
Sure.
If we lose the connection, should I call you back on my phone?
I don't know. I mean, we can be adaptable.
Okay, I'm having trouble charging it. I'm not sure why. Okay, well, I'll plug it in somewhere else, I think.
Okay.
I guess I could have prepared a little bit better for technical difficulties. But who anticipates those? Not me. Not me by the seat of my pants. All right, I'll plug it in over here. And okay, we're on.
All right. Are we hot?
Yeah.
Good deal. All right, let's get you back in view.
Okay, let me get my thing popped out so it'll stand up. All right, I'm back.
Awesome. Welcome back, Mary. Thank you so much for making sure that we got this hooked up. All right. The second P is perseverance. And the question there is, what's worth so much that you push through anything to have?
Walking again.
Yeah?
Running again. I would do anything. I might even sell my soul to the devil on a moonlit night.
Really?
Mm-hmm. To run another marathon. Yeah.
Got it.
I like the process of preparing myself for something and then having like the big fireworks at the end. So, you know, if it's a parade, I'm like on all the time. If it's a marathon, I'm on at the very end of it, joyful and fireworks and all that. And I think that I would, like I said, I would give up just about anything to do that again.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The next one's perspective. Are your priorities setting you up for success in creating more joy?
Do you think joy is one of my priorities?
It's a question.
I know.
It doesn't have to be.
I think that, you know, my priorities have definitely changed.
Mm-hmm.
More than one big event has happened in my life at this point, and I've had to reinvent myself more than once, and my priorities change. I'm not sure that I take a running jab at them all the time. I sort of like to mix things up and not prioritize, because then it stops me sometimes from beginning the list. So I kind of like having a lot of things out there, and I do enjoy having a sense of accomplishment when something is complete.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had a brain fart.
Oh,
Please take that. I'll take that one. So I just asked you, are your priorities setting you up for success and creating more joy? Right?
yeah.
I skip perspective. Would shifting your perspective change your level of joy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I'm in charge of my perspective. That's the way you get through any kind of crisis or feelings that you don't like or feelings that you don't want to have. You got to change it just how your mind sees it. I have a prayer sometimes that I say that my friend Karen Casey taught me, and it's, God, please help me see this differently.
Mm.
That's it. And so, yeah, changing your perspective, it changes everything, everything. And it's easy to do. Get up, go for a walk, wave your arms in the air, have something to eat, teach. There's so many ways to do it. There's no reason that our thoughts or feelings need to be scary or bad or frightening.
That is beautiful. Thank you. And I'm not trying to, I catch myself. I'm saying beautiful because it's like, I resonate with that. So thank you.
Cool.
And I'm creating the space where you can say what you say, even if I don't agree, it'll be good. And I really agree. So the next one is purpose. Is your ladder up against the right wall?
First of all, a girl like me has a magic cape. I don't need a ladder, first of all. So I don't know what you're talking about in that area, but I don't have, if you're talking like a invisible ladder of success in anything, I just go hell's bells into doing something that I want to accomplish, whether it's a ladder or a cape or a tornado throws me into a situation. It's where I'm at. I just do it.
Yep.
I'm by the seat of my pants. It's not that calculated. It's just there. I do have a professional license that I have to maintain with CEUs and money to maintain it every year. So in that way, I can't by the seat of my pants, and I have to just, that's just business work,
Mm-hmm.
So I do have to do some of that, but really I just throw myself into the situation usually.
Thank you. The next one is patience. Are there areas where you don't have patience?
Wow, I just hung my head, shook my head, because that's one of the big ones for me that eludes my character. I know it's there. I can time it for it's less than 3 minutes. And when I get to that place, then my perspective changes, and I get frustrated, and I want to hurry things up, and I don't enjoy the process, and I want the bottom line, and I just want you to tell me how it is, and I don't want to wait for the glue to dry. I want the glass to stick. I mean, I don't want to do all that. I don't want the water to boil. I just want it to get hot. I don't want to wait that long. So in some ways it's kind of good because it gets me, I move at the speed of light. A lot of times I get a lot of things accomplished and a lot of things done when I need to. But if patience creates a wall, I create a wall when I bump my head into patience. I do that. And I'm not very good at, I'm so mindful of it. I'm really good at being mindful of it. I'm not good at managing it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm.
Have you seen a pattern?
In what? In pattern in what?
Patients? I mean, is it external, internal? Is it
Interesting. It yes, of course I have.
okay?
And it's because I know what I'm doing. If I have to wait for somebody else to respond,
Mm-hmm.
just make the turn. You had your blinker on. Just make the turn. There's nobody in the crosswalk. It's okay. You can go. You can turn on red. That's fine. You know, try to stay off the horn.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's all right. Um, so yeah, and then I think that I'm a lot more patient when it comes to kids because
Mm-hmm.
they're just so funny and their patience is so entertaining. But my pattern for patience is, you know, I just told you what it is. Get out of the way, right?
Yep. I got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Do you use the are you proud of, grateful for, I desire and love about myself prayer form?
Um, I think so. Um, there's certain prayers that I say all the time. I ask for my higher powers assistance or help all day.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I ran, every single solitary time I put my feet to the ground and ran, whether it was 2 miles or 20 miles or 25 miles, at the end of my run, I was always say, thank you, God. I'm so grateful that I can run. And man, you'd think he'd listen to me a little bit. The hell's going on here? So I do throughout the day absolutely say, oh, thanks for the sunshine and thanks for the radiant heat, or, you know, thanks for this or thanks for that. So I think I say a lot of gratitude in there a lot. When I don't do that, then I make myself write it down on paper because that makes it real. And you can't just flip it up in your head. So I have to keep an attitude of gratitude, or all right, I'm not a good enough person.
You mind just sharing one of each?
Which one? My prayer?
One thing you're proud of?
Yeah.
What are you proud of?
My new boobs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I got a serious answer for you though.
Oh,
What's if I were to say the one thing that I'm very, very proud of, it would be running all the marathons that I ran. That's a big deal for me. That took a lot of time training, and you know, I qualified and ran at the Boston Marathon. That was like the crescendo of anybody's running life. Not everybody gets to do that, but I was a fast runner. I think also my sense of accomplishment that, you know, I bought a house on my own. I've got a car, that I've been independent. I've been able to stay financially independent and not have to rely on somebody else for my things, what I
yeah.
need.
What are you grateful for?
Grateful that I have a natural sense of curiosity. Grateful that I have this curious look at a situation where I don't look at it like I can't do it. I look at it like, how can I do it?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I have the humility sometimes, not very often, but sometimes I really, really do. And you know, the humility, or actually the vulnerability, to put myself out in a lot of situations. I have had to learn how to do that in a wheelchair like nobody's business. I mean, 50 years old, I'm a star athlete, and then all of a sudden I'm in a wheelchair. You wouldn't believe how people talk differently to me or don't talk to me. And so I'm pretty grateful that I realize that I have to navigate through it. And I can do it now without saying the F word.
Thank you. And then what do you desire? What's one thing you desire?
Companionship.
Awesome. And then what's one thing you love about yourself?
I think that I can live in the moment a lot. I think that I have a knack for saying things that I get away with it. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's my tone. Don't let the white hair fool you. Don't let your skirt hit you in the face. But the thing is that I've got sort of a knack for putting information out there without offending people. And when I want to be offensive, there's no question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mary.
Welcome.
Can you believe we're already through the 7 questions?
No.
Didn't that go quick?
It did.
What would you like to be acknowledged for?
In my lifetime?
Right here, right now from me.
That I did this by the seat of my pants. I am refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a pretty good goddamn attitude about being a woman in a wheelchair, if you ask me. Not always, not every day, but today I do. And I don't get hung up on what other people think of me too much anymore, because they're gonna judge me anyway. And little do they know what's behind this little body of mine. You know, they're too afraid to find out, but you know what? Okay. So yeah, that's what I would want people to know, that I'm kind. I am kind, damn it. I learned kindness from my dad. But I can be pretty kind to people. I think that's another one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mary, I acknowledge you for your kindness and for being able to be with whatever people are saying. You know, they don't know. They haven't rode a mile in your wheelchair.
Mm.
Right?
Right.
And, you know, for your attitude, for getting out there and just, you know, you're starting yourself every day.
Mm-hmm.
Today's a great day.
Mm-hmm.
And for who you are, your voice, you're speaking out into the world. Like, you're creating possibilities. Like, I'm going to figure out, not can it be done, but what will it take?
Yes. Yes, like sex. It's kind of different when you got a spinal cord injury, but I figured it out. It's true.
Awesome.
Nobody else would know how to figure it out.
Right.
Well, I practiced.
Awesome.
Mm.
Well, this wraps up the end of our regular time, and I'm gonna stop it.
Okay.
And then we'll go into bonus time.
Okay.
So here we go. I'm gonna stop. Thank you.
Welcome.